It is only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Hey, don't be suspicious. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Ali Madawi here with you in a brand new installment of Yup Daily. And I am your host with the avocado toast. And ladies and gentlemen, today I'm bringing the heat, because I'm going to be talking to you about the top 3 things that every achiever focuses on every single day in order to be the top achiever that they are. If this is your very first time, chime in with me. Let yourself be known. Where are you chiming in from? What city, state, country? And let me know if you're an entrepreneur or a hopeful entrepreneur, because in the Young Entrepreneur Project, we help hopeful entrepreneurs start, grow, or scale a business, whether it is through our community or through their businesses. Plus, you can monetize by mentoring other individuals in different verticals that we provide to you. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be around the world. Sydney is in the house without a doubt. So this is probably going to be one of those favorite, let me share, let me tag, because there are many people in your life right now as we speak that want to be top achievers. You actually may be one of them. And you may think to yourself, I'm missing something. There's something that I'm not connecting with, Ali. I work hard, but I'm just not a top achiever yet. Well, first things first, you got to identify what is a top achiever for you, right? So for me, a top achiever who is someone who's always seeking to get to the next level, meaning there is no limitations on that. If you've put a dollar amount or a rank or a title or a car or a house on what a top achiever is, you have already failed. It is absolutely eminent that every top achiever always looks for what is greater, better, and not because of financial rewards, but the impact and the legacy. Man, I'm all about that legacy. All right, let's talk about it. So first things first, the first thing top achievers focus on, they are always eager to learn. Man, let me tell you, I love to get learned, as Billy Simon says. If you're watching, Billy, we love you, my man. I love that idea of wanting to get educated and wanting to learn. And there's a reason for that. There's a science to it. You've heard before of the ILT, right? You invest money or time to learn something new, and then you go ahead and teach it, just like I'm doing with you right now. Today, I started my 79th book for the year, and it's only September 15th. Now, I'm not sharing that with you to brag or try to impress you, but to impress upon you the reason why this brain does not stop creating content. You can put me on a stop 2 minutes before, and I will have a full-blown training ready for you. And that's because I simply study more than most. Now, you're going to say, well, how is it possible that you can study more than most? I have nothing against anybody or anybody's systems. I have nothing against any coach, any trainer. I just believe within me right now, I am in the best mental, physical, spiritual, financial shape that I can be. And because of that, I have to learn so much more. I have to educate myself so much more so I can perform so much more, because there's a lot riding on this. This is not just me wanting to make another check. This is me wanting to build a mega legacy for myself. My wife and my sister and I were talking on Monday, and we We talk about what are we giving away in the next 90 days, right? What is the given concept that we want to focus on as a family? So we decided we're going to build a house for somebody in Colombia, somebody who doesn't have it. And for me to do that, I have to make sure that I'm at peak mode, because not only I told my sister, not only I told my wife, we got excited about the idea. Not only my wife is going to talk to the family, let them know, hey, you no longer have to be in the shape that you are in or going from couch to couch. We're going to build a house for you for Christmas, right? So now I have to be the best that I can be. So with that, I have to always learn something new. Otherwise, I will no longer be valuable in the marketplace. And if I'm not valuable in the marketplace, by default, guess what happens? I cannot reach those goals for those individuals who are counting on me. So top achievers are always eager to learn, because they're always sharpening the saw. They're always growing to be bigger, better, greater than everybody else. Not because of being, wanting to be better, but just because they understand this could be gone in a minute. I could turn into a one-hit wonder tomorrow. There may be, and there will be, somebody who will be better and greater and faster and smarter than me eventually. It'll happen. But right here, right now, while I'm hot, I'm going to make sure that I take advantage of it all. I'm going to make sure that I perform the best that I can. Well, in order to do that, I have to learn. I have to learn. So I advise you, I recommend to you, I cannot tell you enough. If you are not eager, not forced, not your accountability partner telling you you have to learn something or you have to read this book. If you feel like you have to, or someone has to motivate you, you cannot be a top achiever, because your mental attitude is not where it needs to be. So you have to be eager. That's the key word. Top achievers, they just don't learn new things. They are eager. They wake up looking forward to it. I get up at 4:30 in the morning every single morning like clockwork. And guess what? The first thing I'm looking forward to, what am I going to learn right now? I know that my brain, my cognitive functions are so fresh. They're so ready. They're so clear. There's no confusion. There's no distractions. It's me, myself, and silence. I can learn. And that is the very first piece of being a top achiever. You have to be eager to learn, not just wanna or have to learn, right? Okay, let's go into the second piece. You ready for it? Drop a number 2 if you're ready for the second thing that a top achiever must have in order to be a top achiever. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Ding, 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 ding. They are disciplined. Let me tell you about this word discipline. So I heard on Monday, Corey Cromray, right? Let's go back to Corey for a second. Incredible human being. Built a company that did $47 million in 10 months last year. Just one of the best, and we're privileged to have him as our partner in our entrepreneurial community. Now, here's the thing. Corey was talking about discipline. See, discipline is you give yourself a command and having the ability to keep it. Giving yourself a command and having the ability to keep it. So if you say, I will not drink ever again, I will not smoke again, I will go to the gym every single day, I will read 15 minutes of a book, or whatever the case may be, right? Discipline is a huge piece for top achievers. Let me give you an example. So top achievers, one of the other side traits is being really, really focused, right? Like everything that I do right now is for this goal of this entrepreneurial community, of our shareholders, of our members, and then for the goals that I have with my families. If there's anything that is not adding on to that, it is irrelevant. I don't care how much money is within it. I don't care how much fame, popularity. I don't care how much clout it can give me. I do not care for it. I get people that offer me, and I talked about this yesterday, many things left and right. No, I say no more than I say yes. I say yes a lot, meaning I'm willing to learn, but I would say no, thank you. This is not the right timing for me. And the reason I share this with you, if you are not disciplined, matter of fact, let me call myself out and tell you about this morning. So yesterday, my knee somehow hit the car door, right? Like I went to pick up my son, I'm opening the door, and somehow, I don't get it, my knee ended up, it was a hard hit. It's as if the car hit me. And this morning, I took, we have this roll-on nano CBD technology. I put on it. It's great. And then I'm still feeling like, I'm still hurting. I don't know if I want to go to the gym. And my mind started playing tricks on me. My mind started saying to me, well, maybe you should give it a rest. And I remember the last time I got hurt and I gave myself rest, I gained 30 pounds. I didn't go back to the gym. I made up excuses. I gave myself reasons, right? So I lacked discipline. Now, on Monday, I gave myself a command and I sent a message to my coach and accountability partner, Fit and Lab, Nancy Laverde. I tag her a lot just to let her know that I did it, that I'm still disciplined. And I still went to the gym. And as painful as that knee was, I would walk on it slowly. I worked out just upper body. I did everything. But the main thing was to be disciplined enough to show up to the gym, because I told everybody that I will not skip my workouts no matter what. Even if you could put me on crutches, I will still go to the gym, put those crutches down, and I will work upper body, but I will show up at the gym. Discipline. It is something that you need to have, not just for the gym, not just for making phone calls, but for your attitude. There was a reels that I put on Instagram yesterday, just me sharing a Steve Harvey 15-second Instagram where he's talking about those thoughts that you keep having in your mind. You're looking for God's voice, but God is giving you these thoughts in your mind, letting you know, like, I'm speaking to you. Here are the possibilities. Here's what's available to you, right? Don't ignore it. Now, it was a 15-second clip. The video has over 10,000 views already in a matter of like 12 hours. Here's the interesting thing. There are so many comments in there. You know, you Illuminati this, you worship money, this, not, and I mean, crazy amount of like, I'm like, wow. You know, like, I believe in Jesus and you're the devil. Like, I mean, it was just a whole kind of crazy stuff. Now, here's what naturally as a human being you want to do. You want to go back after those people, right? You want to reply. I'm disciplined. I gave a heart and I said, I love you and I so appreciate your comment. Thank you so much for your feedback. Because my faith teaches me that God is love no matter what, right? And no matter, I mean, it's crazy. It boggles my mind that people can determine your spirituality and faith in a 15-second clip who don't even know you. They've never met you before, right? But regardless, that's not the point. I'm getting a tangent in here. But being disciplined enough, because my network is watching my responses. And had I been the negative side or the ugly side, or, want to get back at people and, say things just to argue, just to want to be right, I'm going to show an unhealthy ego. And then I just give him heart. I love you and I appreciate you for your feedback, and keep it moving forward. See, having the right discipline, because that person, they just may have had a bad experience somewhere in the past. They may have had somebody who made them just upset early this morning. And I might be that little angel that's only going to make their day better. It was meant to happen for them to hear from somebody who says, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your feedback. So be disciplined in everything that you do. And that is your routine. That is your eating habit. That is your workout. That is your reading. That is everything that you do. You must be disciplined in it. So use a power list, as we talk about all the time. Use an accountability partner. Have a routine. And man, stay disciplined. Say no if it does not fit within what is in your power list. That's what I have for you as an advice. Y'all ready for number 3? If you're ready for number 3, y'all got to stay with me. All right, here we go. Number 3, top achievers are action-oriented. Top achievers don't talk the talk. Now, here's the thing. We are in a social media digital age where, attraction marketing is the cool thing to do and the cool thing to say, right? Macro and micro influencers. I get all of that. Listen, I'm all for marketing. I'm all for creating an avatar. I'm all for, having a persona in the social media space. I'm all for, being consistent with your niche. I'm all for showing the positive side of you. However, if I have to find out that you're successful just from your Canva edited image versus the impact that you're putting in the marketplace, you are just talking the talk and you're not backing it up. If I have to find out that you are making any impact at all just by the quotes that you're writing every single day, new year, new me, new 90-day blitz, new season, busy season is upon us, right? Like that's good that you're giving yourself a little bit of pick me up, a little bit of pump. But in reality, what kind of activity are you doing to back it up? What kind of activity are you doing to create results, not just for you, but for everybody around you? Because talk is cheap, like literally, it will not get you any income. It will not get you any commission checks. You can talk all you want, but if you're not backing it up with activity, with real activity, day in and day out, hour in and hour out, you are not going to have the results of a top achiever. And unfortunately, there are many people who are so focused on marketing that they forget about doing the work behind it. See, marketing is just showing a flyer like, hey, I'm a businessman. Okay, cool. But what kind of business are you doing every single day? No, not telling me about it. Like, what are you doing every hour of the day? You just posting stories all day long? You creating reels all day long? You know, I get, you know, my team, they talk about like, you don't do as many reels as you should. You don't post as much. I wish I had the time for that. And I'm very selfish. Like, yeah, I do have a team that posts on my behalf every now and then, but I'm very selfish of approving my own content. I want to have it authentic to me. So yeah, I'll have 15 seconds of myself and I'll do a quick reel or whatever the case may be, but I want to make sure that I'm creating the results. I am extremely action oriented. This is why I wake up before most people. By the time I wake up, all of my admin stuff is done. Most of it. Like there's like 4 websites that are fully optimized with clicks and buttons that have been translated already earlier this morning. But by the time somebody wakes up and it's 9 o'clock and they're comfortable, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go to the gym now. Like at 9 o'clock. Yeah, no, I just woke up. Okay, well, what were you doing at 5, at 4? Oh, I got to get my sleep in. Okay, well, don't complain about not being a top achiever. Wake up early, go to sleep late. I don't care. I don't care. I empathize, but I don't care. The reason I say I don't care is you made a choice. You said, while that guy's up at 4:30 in the morning, I'm going to go to sleep. You said, while that guy is having 3 days in one day because he's taking 2 naps, I'm going to go out at nighttime and have a couple of drinks. You said, while that guy is going to bed at 9 o'clock, 9:30, the latest, sometimes I stay up until 10:30, just, you know, me time. I'm going to go to the club until 2 o'clock in the morning. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Once a month, me and my wife, we go and club out. Nothing wrong with that. But if that's a lifestyle that you find yourself having to do every single now and then, you feel the need of getting the entertainment, my man, my woman, I love you, but you're doing it to yourself. You cannot complain about not being a top achiever if you're not doing what top achievers are doing. So as a recap, you must be eager to learn, not pushed to it or have to be motivated to it, eager to learn. Build that eagerness of learning. You have to be disciplined in everything that you do all day, every day. Discipline is your key. Discipline is the secret sauce. Discipline is seeing ice cream right in front of you and you're by yourself and saying, nope, that's me. Man, that happened to me. Man, I could tell you stories after stories. I'm like an ice cream addict. If I see ice cream, man, I'm gonna look left, I'm gonna look right, and I'm going in, right? So I stopped buying it to not have it in the house. And then we had family over last weekend, and there's this whole box of ice cream cones. And then I open the freezer, and I'm like, oh my God. And they're like all this size, little cones. I'm like, I can probably like take down 2 or 3, and they won't impact my workouts. It won't impact my health. So I called my wife. I was like, why are these ice creams in here? I got mad. She's like, why are you mad at me? Just don't eat them. I'm like, no. What's my favorite flavor? Somebody just asked. I love it. So if it's Ben & Jerry's, either cheesecake or Cherry Garcia, if it's Ben & Jerry's. But if it's anything else, every day is different. Ramen Raisin is definitely one of my other favorites. All right, see what you did? You're taking me there. You don't ask an addict of what's their favorite flavor. So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that this message was met with the reception that I'm delivering it with, which is love, respect, and God willing, you make a little bit of adjustment if you are missing any of these 3 elements, or if you are on the right trajectory, you just got your validation. Keep in mind, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this guy, yours truly, Ali Madawi, is going to be doing a Freedom Accelerator webinar for our community leaders, our pro members and Freedom Accelerators. And yes, I got a good one for you that you're not going to want to miss. Besides, if you have ever wanted to start, grow, or scale a business in any industry, in any vertical, we are the community for you. We are the Young Entrepreneur Project. And until then, have a blessed day, everybody. Peace out.